The successful sales leaders influence, they don't try to convince. It's like that guy that sits with you at the table as you're chewing on your food and you're tasting it and you're like, wow, this is interesting. You got that flavor in your mouth. But the person across from you tells you, man, wouldn't it be better if you did this and just put a little salt? And they try to convince you of a better way, that what's in your mouth is going to taste better by adding components and putting things in there. And all it is making it more confusing when they're tasting it for themselves in their mouth and they're like, it's not that good. You can't convince them, right? They're already chewing on it. But what you can do is influence them by what you've got on your plate. You know it tastes awesome, and you're like, this is.
You're making me hungry.
This is tasty. And doesn't it make a difference in the mind?
Yeah.
Think about that. When you're tasting something so good and they're already struggling with what they're eeating, what you have is better. You don't have to try to convince. You just influence. You just show up. You're just making that, mouth watering. Oh man, this is so awesome, right? Isn't that the difference? So think about that. When you're trying to make a sale, you're trying to sell what you got. You're trying to push this stuff that you have on someone and convince them. You have to buy what I've got. It's so good for you. It's going to make your day different. It's going to help you be successful. It's going to make your life epic. The only thing is you're trying to convince them, and they haven't even put it in their mouth. They haven't even tasted it yet. Right? So think about that.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good, babe. It's like, man, sales, no one likes a pushy salesman.
No.
My dad has a saying. I've heard it since I was a kid. He's like, timid salesmen have skinny kids.
That's true.
Very, very true. So there's a difference between, and there's also, we always say this all the time, fortunes in the follow-up.
Yes. Yes.
And so there's a difference between pushy and doing the follow-up.
Right.
So that's just what,
so
like, if you're trying to convince, and that's the thing. It's just like Mike said. You want to give them tasters. You want to you want to seduce them. Garrett, that's another kid. He'll be like, it's a seduction process.
Right.
It really is. It's kind of like if you're just too pushy on that first date. Do you think it's going to be a second date? Like, heck no. The dude's going to be like, dude, this girl is like all over him. Like, give me some space. Like, leave some mystery there. And the same is true in sales. You got to you influence, you show, you teach, you give them tasters. And the thing is when you give them a taster, that taster better be freaking awesome. You can't just be like, here's this. And it's something that it's like everyone knows, or it doesn't add value to them or to your who. It doesn't solve anything. That's like going to Costco and getting a taster and that thing just tastes like mush bananas, but gross bananas. Do you think they're gonna buy the crate of whatever that is? No. But if you give them a taster or something and they're like, holy crap, this is the best thing I've ever eaten, you better believe they're going to be buying and coming getting crates after crates after crates of your stuff. So especially when it's high ticket, we're talking high ticket offers.
Yes.
You better be set up to influence, like Mike said, give lots of tasters, and then tasters that are specifically tailored to what your who enjoys to eat.
There you go.
So if you're serving up tasters for someone who is like, I only eat keto, gluten-free, and this and that, and you're serving up some Mickey D's, do you think that they're really gonna like be stoked on that taster? No.
They're not hanging out in your camp.
No.
Sorry.
So make sure.
Oh man, that's a huge piece. And then when you have the opportunity to express, because we always say, share with story. Use a story that's gonna make an impact.
Where they're gonna get like,
be an influence, right? You're not trying to shove them something and force it down their throat. You're actually sharing something you've experienced or another person's experience, one of your clients or customers experienced for themselves without deny that you can be bold about. And you can say with confidence, this went down. It would change their life. It went epic. And look at the results. Look what happened. They can't deny it. They also take it into account, right? And they want to go along for that journey. So help them do that. Help guide them through that.
And pick out ways that you can influence. Be like, okay, so kind of, and that's coming into your marketing strategy, your brand strategy, all these things. Is like, and you're even they're all combined, guys.
True. They interweave.
Sales, marketing, branding. It's all, when it's done right, they all interweave.
Yes.
But think about like, hey, what are the pieces of content that I can use to influence instead of like shoving it down their face?
Right.
Buy from me, buy from me, buy from me. It could be like testimonial stories. It can be adding those nuggets of value through videos. It can be sharing stories of things that you've been through or things that you see happening in your industry and like, hey, here's how to avoid what's coming down the pipe in our industry right now. Or here's how to win. Like YouTube just switched up their ad situation. Here, I've got this. I'm ahead of the game. I've already got it figured out, and here's how you set that up.
Right.
So think about how you can become the influencer in your industry and not just the one that's like, buy from me, buy from me, buy from me. But where people are like, dude, this person knows what they're talking about. They're speaking to me. They're speaking to my problem. I want to work with them.
There it is. There it is. And on a side note, we do have something that she mentioned, a brand strategy. We have discussed that in another video. I'll make sure to put that link in the description.
Yep.
As well as if you're still wondering, there's like this question mark still kind of going, well, how do I get fine-tuned?
Yep.
How do I fine-tune my brand strategy?
Yep.
How do I build my influence?
Yep.
Right? Definitely book a call with us. We'll be happy to go over that with you. All it is 15 minutes, man. Connect.
Yep.
Go click that link.
Yeah.
Let's have a conversation. Come with the clear question that you want to nail down and get it under your belt. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
We want to build you up. And then as well, if you're not ready for a call, no sweat. Get the resource. We have a link to a PDF that will go step by step, simple steps so that you can win.
Yep. So, exactly, babe. So
what
good.
do we need to do today?
Take action, guys. Don't let this wait. Don't sit on these things, because if you sit on these things, it affects your marketing. It affects your revenue, and all those things lead to affecting you, the stress levels, your health, your marriage, your kids, and we want to see you win. So take these nuggets, get after it, take action, and change your life forever, guys.
Let's go.
I ordered a chicken and an egg online.
Okay.
I'll let you know which one comes first.